Hi guys, Alex Taylor down at Living Golf Academy, and today we're going to talk about how to create effortless clubhead speed. Right then guys, so we all want to hit longer drives, and obviously one of the key ingredients for that is to be able to move that clubhead speed quicker, obviously maintaining that strike to get those tee shots out there and even hit those iron shots further than ever before. And I'm going to let you into a little secret in this video of how you're going to increase that clubhead speed and hit longer drives than ever before. Right then guys, so if you're new to the channel, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let's make sure you get my videos as soon as they land. Follow me on my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. But for now, let's get on with the video. Right then guys, so that'd be a fairly typical way that I would see most golfers swing the golf club when they come and see me. And I've hit that absolutely flush out the middle of the club head. But let's just move across. We saw how far the ball travelled, which is a long way. And let's just see with GC Quad what speed I swung the club head at in order to hit that shot. Okay, so we can see my ball speed there was 151.7. My club head speed was 104 mile an hour. So it was good, and it's maybe a little quicker than I would see a lot of guys swinging it at. I've had a fantastic carry at 268 and rolling out 294. Now the big reason for that would be, if we look there, we saw earlier on with the club, the strike was a little bit out the toe, and when we look at the ball data, we can see that the total backspin was very, very low at 1700. So I've absolutely maximised everything I could get out of that drive, despite my club head speed being 104 and my ball speed being just under 152. Right then guys, so what I see with most golfers is that even though they set up pretty decently, most guys, once they get to the top of the backswing, their sole thought when they're working on building clubhead speed is trying to move that club as quick as possible. And very often try and do that by moving the arms and really pulling the arms down. But when you watch the top players in the world, and a lot of them really generate huge clubhead speeds looking very effortlessly, is they start the downswing in a very different fashion. So what you'll see with a lot of the top players is that as the clubs get into the top of the golf swing, we're already seeing their bodies working slightly left but pushing down into the ground. Now what that does is it creates a little bit more of a stretch at the top of the backswing. The club drops behind, and then from there, as they push down, the left hip starts to move out the way and up. The body opens up, and it really creates much more of a whip effect through the bottom. So we're really looking for guys to use the floor a lot better. And the way I love it, particularly when I get guys in for a coaching session, is if you ask guys to throw a ball as far as they can, you very, very rarely see somebody stand side on and just throw like that. What you'll see is that as the arm's going back, they step across, they drive into the floor, and then they release that ball. And generally speaking, most of us use the ground really, really well to throw. So we want that same kind of feeling with driver if we can. So like I said, if we can, as the club's getting to the top, we want to feel that we're already starting to push down into the ground with the lead foot. That's moving our pressure, centre of pressure forward. And with the top players, you see kind of more than 1.5 times their body weight into that lead foot. So I'm going to feel as the club's getting to the top, I'm already going that way. I'm feeling that this left thigh is actually starting to move towards the target slightly, and then that left hip up and out of the way. So I'm going to have a couple of practice swings, see how that feels. That definitely feels like I'm pushing into the floor a lot more than I did on that first swing. Now this is something I've been working on for a while. It is cold down here today, so I'm not probably going to swing it quite as quickly as I would normally in the summer. But that definitely feels like my body's going one way while the club's going the other. Everything's opening up, and if anything, through impact, it feels like my hips moving back away from the target, my shoulder back and away, and it's getting that club really whipping through the bottom. So let's hit a couple of shots, see what the shots are like. Let's see what the club head speed's like. And let's see what we can pick up with this little tip and this little swing thought. So set up as normal. Definitely felt a little bit quicker. A little bit turny over again like the first one. We can see a little bit more carry. And just sneaking up to that 300 yards. So let's have one more go at that. Certainly felt a bit quicker. Not expecting the spin to be quite as low on that one. Still low spin because I know this driver doesn't spin too much. But let's go one more, see if we can really exaggerate that feeling. So set off down the right, not drawn back. Still some pretty good carry for one that didn't turn over. And total distance 291. Right then guys, so let's move across and look at some data from the club head speed. Let's look at the ball speed and see if I've managed to increase that club head speed effortlessly. Right, so we can see the first shot, 151.7 ball speed. We can see a massive jump on those last couple. So even on the average there, we've gone from 151.7 onto nearly 160 on the ball speed. So a big pickup. We've gone from 268 carry to 274, so not massive. And we've only picked up a yard total, but more there down to the average spin being 2.4. But if I look at the club head speed, this is the big jump. We've gone from 104 mile an hour, quickest one 111.4, but an average of 110. So a massive pickup there. You know, if you guys could pick up 6 mile an hour, and even on that first swing, I'm probably using the ground a little better than most people. If you could pick up 6 mile an hour, potentially that could be worth maybe an extra 15 yards off the tee. Right then guys, so we saw some impressive pickup and club head speed there. And the real big thing to create that effortless club head speed is to use the ground to start the downswing. Let's get you using the floor properly, creating some resistance between kind of the ground and your body. And that's going to translate into that club head speed moving quicker. I think guys will definitely find in the practice swing it still feels a little bit quicker because there'll be an element of focus on the golf ball. But like I said, if you can stand there, work on those little bits that we've spoken about, that's going to really help generate effortless club head speed. Right then guys, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Put those little thoughts and those tips into play. Let's get you generating effortless club head speed, getting longer drives, hopefully giving you that ability to hit shorter clubs into the green and improving those scores. So please leave me comments, let me know how you found it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to cover on my videos. These videos are all about helping you guys play better golf, and that's all my content is being made to help you with your game. So guys, if you don't subscribe already to the channel, please click on the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. You'll then get notified as soon as I drop a new video in there. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.